Hello, this is Sonja from my happy space. Welcome back at my channel. Today I'm going to do prompt number 12 and 13 for dephemerember, which is hosted by 49 Dragonflies and Luisa. I will leave all the details down below if you're interested to follow it. The prompts, we are already, as I said, in day 12 and 13. Now today prompt is a postcard and lace. Now I've got these postcards which I picked up in England. And I've scanned it. I'm actually busy in the process of trying to get it ready to sell in my Etsy shop. But it is more complicated than I thought, scanning these things and getting into the right colors and sizes and things like that. So I'm busy working on that. I'm a bit delayed by all the dephemerember. But I've decided chosen this one. I probably could have printed it a little bit bigger, but I thought I'm rather just going to choose a small little place in my book where I can put it, because recently we've had quite a lot of big ephemera pieces that we had to do. So each day there's two prompts, and today, as I said, it is postcard and it's lace, so you can obviously interpret it as you like, and that's a nice thing about these prompts. You just go out of your comfort zone, or you just do something simple like I've done here. I've just decided to keep simple this one. So I love this lace. It's absolutely stunning. So I just thought I'm going to make a pocket, and instead of the little animals that Barbara and Luisa provide, the free printables, I decided to use my Tim Holtz winter dolls, which I picked up in England when we visited in England, and I thought this is the perfect project to use it. So I'm just playing around and seeing which one I'm going to choose, and I thought I'm going to go for the darker color and go with the darker jacket because I thought the white just didn't pop out enough. So considering maybe using that boy, I obviously gravitate more to the girls. I don't know why. Obviously they're pretty and cute, I think. So yeah, I'm just auditioning that one again, this little boy. But I thought this little boy was actually quite cute, but I thought it was a little bit too big. I didn't want it the doll to stand out too much at the back. So I'm just going to pop the little doll in there, but obviously when you turn it around, it is going to be quite white. So I'm just using the stencil, which I've also picked up in England. It's a nice stencil. I really love working with it. I won't say it's the best quality. So yeah, it's just like a normal stencil, but I think you have to be careful when you clean it and brush it. So I'm just using my brush corduroy, which is absolutely my color I'm using in this junk journal, because it looks so much like gold, and my theme is definitely gold and white and hymnals, and obviously these dolls, very muted colors. Yeah, it's just interesting. I decided just to go for the same color scheme. The only thing that stood out was the one prompt that we had to use pink, or no, contrasting color, a bright color, so I just use obviously pink. So that's the only color, pop of color which is really there. So I've decided just to use my little alphabet stamp, and again the brush corduroy, which I'm just going to stamp 13 on there, because as I said, or 12 rather, it looks really like gold there. So then when you turn it around, I've printed some other things at the back, so I definitely had to cover that. So I've decided I'm just going to use some book pages, dictionary pages, I think, and make a little simple collage there. My idea actually for it is, actually I'm working through a little Advent devotional with my kids, which is the names of Jesus, which I've just got from Pinterest. I'll leave it, if I can remember, leave it also down below here. So basically I actually just would like to use all the names we are studying. It's 25 names, and actually write the verses at the back with the names, and I can actually use this in the future as a devotional again, because I mean, you can study it always again, and it's fresh when you go through it the next year, or maybe we could skip it next year and do something else, and then the following year we can have it. Then I all have it here together in my little junk journal, and I love to have a purpose for it. I don't just like to make junk journals and there's lots of ephemera in it and there's no purpose to it. So I'm going to write all the verses with the names of Jesus on the back of all these ephemera pieces. I will do that at the end, at the flip through. I'll definitely give you a little flip through at the end. So I'm just decided to put it at the back of that one little flip out. It fit perfectly there. I wanted to put it there at the top, and then I decided I'm put it at the bottom. So swiftly moving on to prompt number 12, which is acetate and some banner. So I was thinking first, what is that all about? But then I thought I'm just going to do it as I want. I'm showing you on that paper where I thought I'm going to do the banner, but I totally changed my mind. This is some little file of flip flips. I've got it in my Etsy shop, so if you're interested in that, I would link it also down below. So that is quite handy, these little file flip closes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little window there in this file flip or file of fax. I don't actually know what you call it. And then I'm going to put some acetate there. I had acetate, I had it ready, but when it came to actually putting it here now in the video, I just couldn't find it. And when I do a video, I just want to move, and I didn't want to now stop everything and look for it. So I thought I might as well just use some packaging paper. It's more or less the same. Nobody will know really, and it doesn't really matter. So as you can see, I've taken my X-Acto knife, and I just made a rectangular square bit there, and I am just cut it out. And now I'm just taking this clear sheet of paper, i.e. my acetate, and I'm just cutting it around there, and I'm just putting some red line tape around it, and I'm just going to put it around the window. It doesn't look brilliant when you open it, but it's fine. It looks nice on the outside, so I can, yet again, when I do my verse with the name of Jesus, I can just pop it in there, and yeah, the little card will be nice and safe. So as you can see, I'm just taking it over there. The thing with acetate or plastic, obviously, it's difficult to get something that doesn't shine through. But this red line tape is quite old, so I think it's slightly dirty, so it doesn't look so clear than it's supposed to look. So I'm just folding it back on itself again and just making sure it's nice and folded. And now I have decided, well, if I open that, it's going to look a little bit too white. And I'm getting my grungy stencil from Studio Light, which I used also a while ago. And I'm just going to use again my brush corduroy, and I'm just making some art marks in it. And the idea is also obviously that there is something at the window. But then I thought I still need something there at the window. I want to sort of have a little cluster there. So I'm just rummaging through this little holder, which my friend Brenda from America sent me with all little goodies. And I saw this beautiful old stamp, and I've just put some hymnals piece and a dictionary piece. I'm just putting it on top of each other and creating a little cluster there with this beautiful old stamp. This is a real vintage stamp. Yeah. So I'm just putting it in there to have an accent point. I was debating putting the doll in there, but I just didn't know how I'm going to do that. I don't think one of these little dolls is going to be small enough. So now I'm getting to my banners bit, and I thought I'm actually just going to do a banner across this little file of facts, and I'm just going to use some dictionary pages, hymnal notes, and then I'm also going to use this very gold almost texture paper, which I actually bought last year, and I actually kept it in my December daily type of box. So I saw it, and yeah, I'm just, as I said, cutting some squares. So I'm just going to create little bunting over there. I just thought when I was trying to look for a place to put this little file of facts in, it was actually not to put it normally there was just not a page that is big enough. So then I thought I'd rather put the little bunting on there as a decoration. So as you can see, I'm just putting it down, and I use a little Tim Holtz little paper clip, which is so cute. I'm going to be so sad if I run out of them. I'll probably have to go back to my older projects and just take them off again and use them in new projects if I run out of them. So I'm just creating a little bunting strip there across it. And then, of course, I still need to put my little doll there. So I yet again went through the Tim Holtz dolls. And then these two dolls, it was actually two girls standing next to each other. They were holding hands. So I just cut through them. So I'm using hers. It fits perfectly on this little file of facts. And I thought, yeah, that works beautifully. And I just put my number 13 there just to remind myself. And I'm just going to put it in that tuck spot. So I'm just quickly give you a sort of a last look at it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I still love dephemerember. If you want to see what I'm up to, go to my Instagram account, which is down below. I put some reels on there, but I'm also posting here, obviously, on YouTube on shorts, just for you to quickly see what I'm doing. And obviously, when I do my videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, I try to do one of these videos. So this is my postcard with lace, which I also love. Love how that turned out. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. So, God willing, I'll speak to you on Friday. Have a great day. Bye bye.